Doggone, Tiger, make yourself right at home, why don't you? Right in the heart of Kitchen Stadium there. Woo! Oh, the life of a cat, huh? How about it? Anyway, guys, it's time for our next dirty job on the Rancho. If you were here in our last great adventure, it was pulling the toilet, getting rid of that massive root and blank clogged. It was like delivering a 10-pound baby, getting your hand down. Well, I don't want to be too descriptive of it. Oh, please do, Rosie. No, it's okay. Something I haven't done in a couple of years, I've really been remiss in doing, is cleaning out all the rain gutters here on the Rancho. And well, let's talk about some of the things that happen when you don't do that, as well as what I'm up against here on the Rancho on a yearly basis. First and foremost, yeah, this is my tree over here, right? This big goofy pine tree. But that's not as big a problem as these redwood trees that are right on the north side of the Rancho here. And they put a lot of needles down. And you really can't see it too well till we get up topside. But trust and believe, all of these gutters are very full. And them not operating well extracts a price. And there is the price right there. Last night I noticed this really big bulge of paint. I pulled it down and there was a whole bunch of water inside of it. So obviously we're not getting enough run through here to be able to effectively drain. And it's starting to affect, as you can see on this side, I'm pushing the water out from the inside. So that's no good. So we need to get up here today. No time for crybabies and get her squared away. Now I'm putting the ladder up against the workshop building here because I can brace that really well at the bottom. But my priority is to get up to the house, up to the top of the Rancho roof here. But this will give you an idea of the buildup that's here inside of it. So there's no way that anything is going to be properly draining with all of that. But I'm going to get up on the roof and then we're going to get up on top of the Rancho main house. I wanted to try to make sure that it wasn't too slippery to let stuff dry a little bit. And you can see how the moss forms because, well, it is the north side here. But that'll come off in summertime. So I'm going to start coming along here and trying to clean this out. This will allow this to dry a little more before I get up to topside. I know I'm shooting into the sunlight, but you can see that I've got this pretty well cleared out here. I've also managed to get some of the junk from the upper part of the roof. So hopefully this will start to flow really well. I think the rest of it, I try to reach from the ground side. And probably have to come up here just to double check and make sure everything is A-okay as far as no leaks, no potential leaks or anything like that. But alright, looking pretty good. Getting a nice bird's eye view, huh? I don't think there's any point in cleaning the gutters out if I'm gonna leave all this crap up here in the crotch. I checked this. Still seems to be doing pretty good. Yeah, it could use some paint, but I don't detect any leaking anywhere. So I'm going to keep sweeping this down and keep on rolling. I think that looks pretty good down there. That'll dry out good, and I don't think it'll accumulate much stuff until the fall. This I'm not particularly worried about it because you can always reach it from the sides. So I'm done up on the roof. Not something you want to do. Rosie ain't no spring chicken. But I got it done. Let's get down safely. There's the downside of all that goo. Whew. Man. All right, let's get up on the ladder. Let's keep moving. As I took a break for a second. Whew. But I ran into a little bit of a snag here because I couldn't even get the ladder in here unless I cut back a lot of this, which I didn't plan on doing today. But how else am I going to get the ladder in there, right? So, oh, this stuff just grows. I mean, I love the Lady Banks roses for the fence. It makes it really pretty for people. But boy, there's really a price to pay in how wild it gets. But let's keep rolling. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a job. Give you a look. We finally got this. I didn't anticipate I'd have to do all this extra work to get all this cleaned out, but it turned out to be worth it because, you know, twice a year this has to really be cut back. But I think that's looking pretty good now. I'm working my way over this side. And I don't know if I'll get to the other buildings today, but this is really the main one that really counts. So keep rolling along. Yeah, it's one of those days today. I am mucked up all over the place. We got the hose out now. We're testing to make sure everything is going down where it should. So come on over. Let's get up the ladder with the hose and check it out. I think I'm only going to be able to do this building today. This has been ooh, that's no good. That's a little shaky. We'll go up a little bit higher here. Last thing we need is that big fall right here. It's been a lot. Clean this out. Shoot some water down here. And that should really work its way down the side there in the back, which it seems to be. We'll shoot it up this way a little bit too. This will probably come back this way. Build up a bit. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. We're building up a little reservoir. So I'm sure that'll come back the other way now. And make its way to the back here. Try to make sure she gets a good flush. Get some of this goopy moss off. So let's go to the back and make sure that she's draining. And you can see here we're not draining really well. So we're going to have to snake this. Get the snake out and get that cleaned out. That one's running nice and clear now. You can see it's a very compound turn there, and it's not really thrilled with that, but it's better than having it come down on the patio there and get underneath of the house. But over here, different story. We still got some blockage, as evidenced by the fact it's trying to go around that. So we're going to have to clear this one. Like living in a Hitchcock movie. Well, everything's running good, guys. All that remains to do is get cleaned up and get ready for another night in Kitchen Stadium. So let me tend to that. Well, that's going to do it for another project day here on the Rancho. I wish I could have done more. It's a little difficult when you have 3 buildings to do, as I have here. But the main thing is to do that I think I did a pretty good job on the main Rancho house here. And then tomorrow, weather permitting, this should be very fast to get up on top of the workshop, and then back here on top of the shine shack. So, whew, I'm gonna go boil myself again. Another project. Things are pretty much cleaned up. I've got a rake out the side there, but frankly, I've run out of gas here today. And Rosie ain't no spring chicken. Okay, so. What you can do if you enjoyed the content today, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it very much. There's always something going on in the Rancho, trying to really get in tip-top condition here as we move into springtime, which is only a couple weeks away here on the Rancho. The first week of February, the second week, we should see the trees budding up and getting ready for some more fruit to harvest in the summer and fall. So thank you guys once again. Thumbs up are appreciated, and thanks so much for being along.